And welcome back to our Movie Monday segments where we discuss scenes from popular films and TV shows with drug or alcohol use and break down their implications every month. I'm Ginny.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Liz.
And the topic for this month is marijuana. Let's get started.
Our first scene is from the film Dazed and Confused, where throughout the movie we follow a group of teenagers on their last day of high school and see that not much has changed since 1976. We see the gang navigate through common teen problems like dating, fitting in, going to parties, and driving around trying to find something to do. These scenes I'm going to show you portray marijuana and marijuana use to younger viewers in a certain light, and we're going to go ahead and watch that right now. Roll the tape.
Let's go.
All right, let's rock and roll.
It is a picture.
Hey, hop in, man.
Hey, man, whose car?
You know Wooderson?
Oh.
How's it going, man?
Hey. Pretty good. How's it going with you?
Say, man, you got a joint?
No, not on me, man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Wow! Gee! Nice tongue. Who painted him?
Mostly Michelle.
Hey, I got an idea.
What?
A beer bus later on.
Hey, man. Cooper's got a do. We're about to burn. Are you with us?
Think about it. Yeah.
You cool, man?
Like how?
Okay. Hey, man, wait up.
He was just asking if you get high.
Yeah, like smoke pot?
Yeah.
I never have before, but you know.
What did y'all think of those clips?
They were funny.
I thought it was interesting that he asked, like, oh, are you cool?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Insinuating that in order to be cool, you have to smoke marijuana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So as we saw, like, these scenes, they highlight the social implications of weed in pop culture. It's like you mentioned, Liz, like it's being portrayed as something that's cool, or even like more mature people do since they were older, asking the younger kid to smoke or if they had weed and things like that. But yeah.
Next, we'll be talking about Pineapple Express, a notorious film that is known in the comedy world. It is one of my favorite films, and definitely if you want a good laugh, you should watch it. However, some of the content that is in the film might not be suitable for kids, especially if they want to get any form of ideas. The basis of this movie is basically about a drug dealer and the person using, marijuana. And they do get themselves into a lot of different predicaments. That is basically the whole point of the movie. However, throughout the movie, there is a lot of scenes that portray marijuana use.
Amazing. What the fuck do you want?
You guys want to buy some chronic?
Chronic.
What's this stuff called again, man?
Pineapple Express. They said like 8 times, you fucking Todd.
Yeah, if anyone asks, that's not what it's called.
Call it the banana boat.
Just make sure you leave the weed too. This can be a gateway drug. You don't want to move on other things. Cocaine, don't do that.
You don't
It's
fuck
a
with
gateway
them.
drug.
Don't worry. Don't tell us what to do.
Inhale it, Chachi.
Who
Inhale
the
it.
fuck's Chachi?
How much money you guys got?
Come on, Zap.
You each get as much as you can grab with one hand.
Go easy. That's a big handful, guys. Come on.
All right.
Okay, just keep
Now,
it on
don't
the down low.
tell anybody where you got it, all right? You got it you got it from Santiago and Dunbar.
Let's go.
Go. Move.
So from the beginning of the scene, you can already see Dale and Saul luring the kids to buy some weed. This, of course, is not appropriate, especially under any circumstances, just because, one, they're definitely under the age of 21, as well as they're not even aware of what they're about to smoke. So this is a form of peer pressure about what Saul and Dale were doing. So the kids caved and they ended up smoking with them. Of course, there's a lot of laughter and funny moments in this scene. However, they're actually not aware of all the dangers and consequences that can happen to them later on in life, which is why it's very important to be educated on marijuana use, because even though it can, have, like, for example, that scene, that moment of having fun, they're not aware of what can happen to them after they leave, or even, long term, so maybe they end up wanting to do it even more. Okay. So what did you guys end up thinking about the film?
I actually love this movie too, Ginny. It's one of my favorites. I thought it was really interesting and kind of funny that Dale or whoever mentioned that marijuana could potentially be a gateway drug, and like it can lead you to do cocaine and things like that. Even though they supplied the drug to the kids themselves, like they were supplying them with what they thought was a gateway drug. But yeah, what did you think, Liz?
So I've never seen a Pineapple Express movie, but I thought it was interesting that they like took time to educate these kids that they were giving the marijuana to. So
yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was interesting. Yeah,
I thought it was interesting they used the word chronic. Like I feel like you don't hear that as like
it's an early 2000s term,
right? Like,
I think so.
Chronic is so like old
outdated
school. Yeah,
very outdated.
They had good intentions.
Did
they? In a way. I mean, they did mention not to use other forms of drugs, so that's good.
I mean, they were supervising them.
They were supervising them, but still
please do not give.
Yeah, we do not condone any of these actions in this film.
Yes, no marijuana use for those under 21.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
And throughout the rest of the film, there is more marijuana use. I believe this is actually the only scene that does involve where the kids are under the age of 21. However, they do get themselves in a lot more issues by using marijuana.
Right.
Yeah, and we can go ahead and talk about the health effects next. Okay. Alright, so it wasn't until the mid-1990s that marijuana became a topic that could be discussed in network sitcoms. This is because at that time, marijuana became much more socially acceptable, and then sitcoms began writing it into their plot lines in new and interesting ways. The next show that we're going to talk about is How I Met Your Mother. And How I Met Your Mother is an American sitcom that revolves around the character of Ted Mosby, who in the year 2030 is telling the story to his children about how he met their mother. Along with that story, he's telling them, all about his, his previous younger years. So in the particular scene that we're going to watch, Ted and Marshall, who's his best friend, they're at a concert, and Ted insists that they eat sandwiches. And eating sandwiches in the show is a euphemism for smoking marijuana or getting high. He says that they should do this so that they can enjoy the concert more. So let's watch the scene.
Like hard meats.
What do you mean?
Well, usually after a sandwich, I feel paranoid, but I'm not. Why am I not feeling paranoid?
Calm down, dude. We'll be fine.
Lily's gonna know.
Listen to me. Whatever we were just talking about, we'll be fine.
You're right, she won't find out.
Hey, guys.
She knows. Lily has no idea I'm high.
You're high?
I'm sorry. Lily has no idea I'm high.
Okay, well, if your pregnant wife has to sit here sober all night, she's gonna need some of them nachos.
You got it. Hey, dude, fork over some of them
Not his. My own.
Ah, smart.
Come on, Ted.
What?
And thus began the most harrowing journey of our lives.
Dude, we've been waiting forever.
Even worse, this is the line for the ladies' room. I can't believe that our last Groovapalooza was, what, 12 years ago? The time is going by so fast.
Oh, it's crazy. In like an eye blink, this hand will be like an old man's hand.
I recognize the cliched nature of what I'm about to say.
Whoa. 312. That's our gate. Dude, we just walked around the entire arena.
We've been walking for like an hour and we still haven't found the nachos. I bet Lily is so upset. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where the nachos are?
Over here. I found the nacho line.
Oh.
on, forget the nachos. Everyone here is having fun. Look, even these guys. Check it out. Wow, music really does bring people together.
Ted? Ted! Creepy guitar guy is following us.
Whoa, we did a whole other lap. Oh man, we've missed like half the concert now. Come on, let's just go back to our seats.
The nacho line is right here all along.
Come on, it's so stupid.
So in the scene we watched, Ted and Marshall, they're walking around in the aisle. They're saying incoherent sentences and not really sure where they're at. And in the end, they think that an entire hour has passed. They think that they missed the entire concert. But in reality, everything that happens in the scene really only took place under 2 minutes. So let's watch that.
Hey. Oh, Lily, I'm so sorry that we ruined our night.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? You've been gone less than 2 minutes.
Kids, she was right.
My hand. Whoa. Concert.
Nachos!
Music.
Time! Nachos!
Thank you.
It's a sign, bro.
Heart attack! Heart attack! Time! Lily!
In the scene, we saw that, everything really took under 2 minutes, as you can see the timer at the end. But that's just one of the effects of marijuana that people will experience when they use. And it's really interesting to see that the show portrayed it in that manner. And even throughout the show, Ted often makes references to eating sandwiches, so it's important to look out for that. But I'm going to pass it off to Alyssa so she can tell us more about some of the other effects of marijuana.
This scene is from a very popular TV show called That 70s Show. The show is about a group of high schoolers, and it takes place in the 70s, as the name suggests. The scene we're going to watch is a common occurrence in the show, running theme, where they go and smoke weed in Eric's basement. So we're going to go ahead and watch that real quick.
So is Red still thinking about giving you the car, maybe?
Even if we do get it, we're gonna need some serious gas money, because the cruiser's a boat.
I know it's a boat. This whole gas shortage bites.
Who's getting a boat?
There is no gas shortage, man. It's all fake. The oil companies control everything. Like, there's this guy who invented this car that runs on water, man. It's got a fiberglass air-cooled engine and it runs on water.
So it is a boat.
No, it's a car. Only you put water in the gas tank instead of gas. And it runs on water, man!
I never heard of this car. Hey, Jackie's good for gas money.
You are such a whore.
When does the boat get here, Horde?
Eric!
Yeah, Dad?
I need to talk to you. Eric, your mother and I have been talking. Since I've been cut back to part-time at the plants, and the hospital is so close, I can take the Toyota to work, and your mom can take the bus.
Honey, really, I'd rather walk. When I ride the bus in my nurse's uniform, people always show me their scars.
Then I'll drop you off on my way to the plant.
Well, no, I don't want to be any trouble.
Then Eric can drive you.
Oh, honey, he's a teenager. He doesn't want to drive.
Well, if he can't drop his own mother off at work, well, then I'll be damned if he's getting a car.
Okay.
Excuse me. Am I getting the car?
We didn't say that. Things don't just drop into your lap, Eric. Not in this life.
Car is a responsibility.
You'll need insurance. You have any idea how much insurance is?
Car is a privilege.
Oil changes, road flares, fluids. That's your job.
A car is not a bedroom on wheels.
Always yield. Always.
Lori's friend got pregnant in a car. Don't let that happen.
If I find one beer can in that car, it's over.
And no donuts either. Ants.
So, do I get the car? Bitchin'!
Eric, I'm in front of your mother.
Thank you, Pop. Sir.
Yeah, well. Clean the attic.
So as you can see, marijuana disrupts the thought processes in the brain. Nothing being said in the circle was really cohesive in the conversation. They kept losing their train of thought. They were laughing a lot. It was hard for them to focus. What did you guys think of the scene?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, it was funny. I like that show a lot.
I also like the part when the dad also mentioned, like, oh, if I find beer in the car, like, it's over, which is good, because I'm glad they, like, implied that also about, like, not drinking and driving.
And that there's a consequence to that. If there is, you know, he loses the car.
Exactly. Good parenting skills on Red's part. But, yeah. Thank you all for joining us on this Movie Monday segment for this month. Make sure to like and subscribe and let us know what you guys thought in the comments. And we'll see you guys next month. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.